Anton? Where are you? What are you doing? Are you playing Kingdom Hearts? What the?
Turn off the fucking light! Ranton!
Kingdom farts. Take Mickey Mouse, take Donald Duck, put them in a sack to fuck, lol. Then add some of that Japanese Final Fantasy, and what you got is bullshit. Fucking hell, mate. This game, right? People don't like me because of my long quash. But yeah, I just have to call it what it is. This being my very first Kingdom Hearts game, I went from being optimist to autist, and I can't go back. Shit. But as always, I deliver news.
Oh, Disney. Good old.
They're all I fucking knew it!
Famous for classic characters like Mickey Mouse, though he's seen better days. So the first thing I saw was a young kid that touches a mirror and BAM! Gets Kamito. First, why? Second,
Can I smash that boy pussy?
nope, this won't work. I have to watch a recap of the story so far.
Riku is able to stop this by creating a corridor of dark.
Bottom line, the story of Kingdom Hearts 3 is...
Yeah.
But here is what I understood. You play as Sora, who lost his power, and has to get them back to defeat the Gestapo. He is followed by Goofy and Donald Duck. They're your friends, cause friends are your wide Okay, I fucking knew it, Donald, you But to solve the conflict that exists, you need to travel through different Disney worlds, which makes sense because
I'm marking on your map.
and help the people there. They all got their own little issues and problems.
Take a guess. Starts with an H.
Hitler, hemorrhoids, Hurensohn! I'm not sure if that was a spoiler. Was that a spoiler? Was it? Is that a spoiler? At least that is all I was able to distill.
Let's talk later.
Right. Once we've dealt with these
Eggs.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is a third-person action-adventure gay RPG. That's right, I said it. Look at him, he's a
Lesbian.
that occasionally allows you to play in between the 10 hours of cutscenes. 10 hours I've got, 10 hours I've got. Can I get this time back? No? Okay, back to Fortnite. Whenever you are not watching some androgynous hippopotamus crying,
Something in my eyes.
yes, it's jizz fighting monsters such as these beautiful Kaulquappen, running up walls and leveling up. But one thing at a time. Combat is quite simple, Jacques. You attack by pressing X, and we all know what that means.
Right.
The auto-aim attacks the enemy closest to you, but there is also a manual. Macron, target selection. Emmanuel, get it? We know they will go. Other than that, you can also block, dodge, and jump. These are the basics of the action. How does action fit into a game with cute Disney characters? I don't know. Can you help me out, Sora?
hurting is part of caring.
Well, that logic reminds me of... As you fight, you charge up a special bar that once full allows you to trigger a special move with your special friends. These are usually contextual and vary depending on who you're fighting with, what key you are using, etc. This one is my personal fave, by the way. It looks badass. It feels bad.
Give me the key.
What? No, who are you?
The key.
Fuck you, cracker. Come and get it. Sometimes an enemy may have a green circle around him, like that guy. Come on, don't run away. I'm only playing. So now that I managed to hit him before the time ran out, I can also activate other special moves that are inspired by Disney World theme park attractions. Such as this boat. This train. Oh my god, what is happening? But there is not only melee, you do have a variety of insane magic attacks like fire and water. Chicken tandoori that you can assign to hotkeys, which is very convenient. You learn new ones automatically as the game goes on, and the hotkeys can also be used for healing potions and other items. There's also a feature called links. Now, links allow you to summon other Disney characters for all your mana, and you kind of fight as one with new skills and shit. There's Wreck-It Ralph, but not this guy, who is an excellent cocksucker, if you don't mind the blood and the hurt and the pain. And lastly, there's the focus gauge, where you mark enemies from the first-person perspective and shoot your load like So you got all these abilities, right? Their regular attacks, jumping, blocking, flow motion, which I forgot to mention because it's essentially just an underage boy pole dancing I'm hard. All of these things are your abilities. This is what Sora can do, and it's listed in the ability menu. They each cost a P to equip, which you have only a limited amount of. So what to do? Well, Rapunzel, suck you on my You don't really have to worry about your skills. You learn them as you level up, and I expected nothing less from this little Damitoko shithead. But increasing your AP, your defense, your attack, that is best done through equipping items. And don't forget that this goes for Goofy and Donald as well. It's rather self-explanatory. You got rings and pieces of clothing like Rosette. None of this is visible on the character. Maybe you don't mind. I want to vomit. Every item in the game can either be found in chests, bought from this cutie, fluffy, adorable skinhead, or crafted by yourself. Money in this game is called money. And believe me, I have money. Kingdom Hearts 3 offers a plethora of mechanics. Some are major, many are a minority. I won't be explaining every single one. For instance, you can cook stuff. Bah ouais, monsieur. Les entrées, les potages, les poissons, les viandes, les desserts, la rata. You can play old school vintage video games, Roffel. You can take selfies, schwule Saudo. You can dance, sail, fly. There's a lot of stuff here, and a lot of it is specific to the world you're visiting. Once you defeat the final boss in a level, you get to move on to the next one, and not just via a simple menu screen, but you have to literally fly to it through space. At least I think it's space. It might also be the insides of an abused asshole. The jury is still out on that. Most of the time, you get to choose from 2 to 3 worlds, and then off you go. Your gummy spaceship can be individualized down to every single block. But nope, this won't fly. You can buy upgrades, buy a whole new ship, or craft your own unique one from scratch. Whenever you cross paths with another enemy, combat is initiated. It kind of works like the old Space Invader games. It's 2-dimensional, and you get a score at the end. Like Mario when he fucked Peach back in the day. That's what happens when I improvise a joke. And the last essential piece of information is that you unlock a new weapon once you have finished a world. You can equip 3 keys at a time and switch between them at any moment, even during the action. And if you found your favorite and don't want to try any new ones anymore, you can upgrade them using crafting materials like fluorite, which we all know because it's in the water, and that's the stuff that turns the friggin' frogs gay! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it.
I don't harbor any ill will towards this game. I don't give a shit like a gangster. But if you could somehow manage to stop being a cripple for 5 seconds, I will explain to you why you gonna get deported. But if you think I got it wrong or I missed something, be sure to let me know down in the comment section of ACG's last video. Sometimes I like to go through things chronologically, like when my impression changes over time. And with Kingdom Hearts 3, it changed radically, yeah? Big-dickily, yeah? Big black dickily.
I am not exaggerating when I tell you that my first 4 hours or so were absolutely incroyable. I've never seen anything like this. Shit. The game is so unbelievably beautiful sometimes. I cannot even describe it except maybe that's pubic hair. Not talking about graphical fidelity so much, but the colors, mate. One jaw-dropping location after another. And exploring Disney worlds is such a new and exciting concept for me that I was feeling pure joy and nostalgia. This is the Toy Story world. It's so...
You want penis enlargement pills?
It hit me right in the feels. Just the cuteness of these rabbits. Guys, I just wanna... I grew up watching a ton of Disney shows, and at some point in my life, I just stopped. SpongeBob happened, Dragon Ball happened, the Fire Nation attacked, so these characters disappeared from my life. And now seeing them all again, it was amazing. That's the bad guy from Hercules. Man, I loved Hercules. He's so strong and... Kratos, stop! I always thought Kingdom Hearts just had Goofy, Donald, and child-molesting Mickey. How many children have you fucked? Not enough. The vibes are positive, it made me feel good. It's just a happy game. And moreover, it constantly surprised me with its mechanics. When I thought I'd seen it all, boom, now you can party. I danced with women, I danced with men. In fact, he fucked me that night. Shit's creative and keeps you invested because you can't wait to see the next little mini-game they came up with. Especially the ones in the Pirates of the Caribbean world were not bad at all. Ship combat and the Quidditch battles, I was indeed entertained. Okay, come on, now you spritz on me. Okay, it's weird. And although I can't show you too much of the music, the original score for this game is exactly what I expected from a game with a Disney license. Fantastic. Even the basics of combat are easily accessible and the animation... Oh god. What the fuck? And the animations, oh my lord. It's pure insanity. The lights, the sparks, and how each attraction is its own little thing with its own little idea and its own little gameplay. Yalla, it's Jaydun Jitten. And that's an undeniable fact, you faggot. Any complaints? Good. After playing this, I just want to go to Disney World and go on some rides and maybe also get a foot job. I definitely enjoyed switching up keys because believe it or not, they mostly feel pretty damn unique with their own transformations.
And that's it. That's all I got. It's a decent 7 out of 10. I'm kidding. What started as a cute little adventure, yeah, mutated into a complete and utter adventure, yeah. There is so much wrong with this game, I don't even know where to start. I'm kidding, I wrote the script. I'm what's known in scientific circles as a fuck. So many of the things I don't like are probably again by design. Also das ist ein großer Scheiß. So it's fine. I'm kidding. I hate it. What's happening?
So I was minding my own Chinese business when I saw Kingdom Hearts 3 has an 85 on Metacritic. So what do I think?
Yeah, bigger!
Let's start with the story. Every person that is familiar with the Kingdom Hearts plot knows it's even the people who say they love it and they prove it by explaining it. This is a nonsensical, overly convoluted, time-traveling, body-changing, mind and heart intertwining bullshit that you can't even believe. After over 30 hours of playing, all I know is that this guy here is for states' rights. I recommend that you watch the recaps just to know what a horribly written, incomprehensible nitmare this is. Yeah, I'm talking about you too. The only thing I learned from watching you is that
You are gay.
and it's not just complicated. There are several moments where even the fans say,
We don't know how that happened, but fuck you.
plot holes over plot holes. More holes than Swiss glory holes. And at first I genuinely tried. Serio. But just even remembering the names of all the characters and different versions of the same characters is a task that you just won't be able to accomplish. It's pointless. You have to be deeply initiated into this franchise to be able to pretend that you get it. Like the game starts and then I was, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2.9?
You must be kidding.
But if you don't give a shit about the larger plot, unfortunately, even the smaller Disney World microcosm storylines aren't much better. They are so trivial, so irrelevant, boring, no emotional payoffs, and it's hard to watch. Which you will do a lot of. Like I said, 10 hours of cutscenes, you won't understand shit. The dialogue is written for 2-year-olds, and the larger plot is written for Stephen Hawking, who dodged this bullet last year. So please,
Allow me
to skip this shit. Now, combat isn't necessarily repetitive, superficial, and mentally draining. I said it's accessible and it looks cool. And it's true. If that's enough for you, then good. But I will not be your friend. The entire game can be beaten only by pressing X. That's it. Every once in a while you press triangle and then cool shit happens on screen that makes children go wow wow wow. I don't really know who they're kidding with the dodge and counter possibilities. Enemies don't telegraph nearly enough, and why would you try if you can just keep pressing X? Of course, Square Enix didn't forget to implement the occasional camera issues. I also found the status bars to not be visible enough. Your health bars are in the corner there and also covered by his gorgeous hair. But it doesn't matter, cause all of it is way too easy anyways. I died once, but then I realized he's just sleeping. Yeah, you and me both, brother. I'm not entirely sure what this game is trying to be. Is it for children? Then why you show me this? I could make a joke now, but I don't ever reach for the low-hanging fruit. They're actually quite firm. If you put in RPG mechanics, you are good in my book. Unless they're shit, then you're not. I'm not sure whether I should take this seriously or not. Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't take its own mechanics seriously. Here's how you level up. Did you notice it? There, in the top right corner. Yeah, GG. You never feel like you're getting stronger, and this fucking ridiculous joke of an abilities menu is not addicting nor fun to play around with nor nothing.
What is that? What is that?
At some point, I just stopped even opening the menu screen. Why bother? Look at all the money I got. Don't get me wrong, I could have retired. And the equipment screen. Uff, was ist passiert? Ich komm nicht klar, ich komm nicht. Just forget about it. None of these matters in the slightest. So I'm sorry, Donald, but you can just... Okay, shut up. Shut the fuck, shut... Okay, you know what? Now, in regards to the minigames, Kingdom Hearts 3 is a mixed bag. Very hit or miss. I guess they never really hit. Well, some are fun, most are very generic and pretty unpolished. They just threw dozens of ideas into a bag and then hit it with baseball bats until it stopped moving. But the worst offender by far is the spaceship combat, exploration and building. Holy fucking hell, this is bad. Thank God you can just ignore the horrific building mechanics, but every once in a while you gotta fly around. It's essentially watching literal time being burned on screen. So congrats Square Enix, you did mess with time! The menus and the should also be listed in a sex offender registry. My lord, how this stupid ass phone can go fuck it. And last but not least, the world and how it's designed. Now, this is actually very good. Mostly. Olympus was beautiful, the Rapunzel world was cool, Caribbean was nice, but sometimes there are bad dips in detail. Look at this hallway. Nothing here. No assets, but a fucking trash can symbolic. But what I find particularly interesting is how Kingdom Hearts, in a way, squanders its licenses. The different Disney characters you meet follow you around and fight alongside you. There's one unique attack that you can trigger together, and that's it. Why can't you play as them? Why can't you assemble your own team? Why is their presence so forgettable? And why is their influence on the gameplay so minor? Goddamn, imagine all the things you could do with that license. What a shame. At least the game somewhat helps you to build moral character when you save people.
Thanks, kid.
You're welcome. Now go home. Go home? Where you're safe? It's your life. Jeez. It took me 34 hours to finish the game on medium. Look at him sitting there all smug. In German we call this Stück Scheiße, deine Hurenmutter hat dich ausgeschissen. That number is a bit misleading though, because halfway through I skipped all the cutscenes and once I fell asleep for a couple of hours and the game was still on. Who knows, who cares, I will never touch this piece of shit again. Okay, maybe once. There's no replay value, no choices. I don't even want to sell it back to GameStop because they don't deserve that. Just kidding, I already sold it back to GameStop.
My final rating for Kingdom Hearts 3. And to all the fans of the franchise, I genuinely implore you to stop being a person that nobody can respect. And with that, I would like to end this review update. Thank you for tuning in. To be further updated on all things reviews, stay tuned right here on Ranton. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Ranton out.